Family learns the reality behind the strange substance dripping down their walls. We all know the saying, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but sometimes even the ones who reside behind those doors don't fully know what their home holds. This was the case with Andrea and Justin Isabel. Though their rickety house in Pennsylvania came with the normal wear and tear, there was something strange going on in the walls, something they didn't know about until the walls started oozing. Disturbed by the new development, Andrea and Justin resolved to get to the bottom of it, though they never suspected the difficult decision they'd be forced to make. Andrea and Justin Isabel live a happy, quaint life in their 100-year-old house in the Perkasie borough of Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Aside from a few minor repairs, their 5-year stay in the home had been a breeze until July 2020 rolled around. It all started when Tropical Storm Faye hit their neighborhood. The Isabels were lucky enough to only endure some heavy rainfall, but with a ferocious rainstorm often comes pesky water damage. Shortly afterwards, the couple noticed dark streaks on the walls of their mudroom. Andrea and Justin assumed it was just water damage from the storm, then they took a closer look. Justin and Andrea noticed the streams of fluid running down the walls had a golden brown hue. This, the couple knew, was not water, but what exactly it was unclear. Determined to find answers, Justin ran his finger through the oozing fluid. "My husband felt this really sticky, syrupy stuff," Andrea later told the news. "We were brave and smelled it." Andrea told WPVI-TV. "It had a familiar sweet smell, so Justin made another bold move. We noticed these streaks coming down our wall and we couldn't figure out what it was," Justin said. "So with a careful lick, he found answers. The taste was a familiar one. It was honey dripping down from their walls, but this made very little sense to the family. We've never heard any buzzing or anything," Andrea said. "There were no bees circling the premises. Where had all this honey come from?" Andrea traveled up to her bedroom window, looking out to witness honeybees entering and exiting from a hole alongside her roof. "And I thought, there we go, there's their front door," she stated. She never could have guessed what was in their living room. The honey was dripping from the attic all the way down to the basement. Once the Isabels realized their little visitors were turning their home into a beehive, it was time to contact a professional. But first, Justin made a lighthearted video on Facebook, which involved him licking the wall to show his Facebook friends his family's predicament. He captioned the video, "PSA for homeowners, how to tell if you have a bee issue." He went on to say, "In all seriousness, if any of my contacts know a beekeeper that will safely remove the hive or queen intact and relocate, please message me." Someone likely had a resident beekeeper's number stored in their contacts because the Isabels soon sought out help. They contacted Alan Latanzi, a general contractor and beekeeper, to check out their home. Alan has worked with bees for over 8 years, earning himself the nickname the Bee Man of Yerkes Honey Farms in Collegeville. With his 8 years of experience, Alan estimated the colony held anywhere from 20,000 to 30,000 bees. Along with the queen bee, there are typically hundreds of male drones and 20 to 80,000 female worker bees per colony. Alan had a theory as to why the honey suddenly started running. "I think water got into the colony and washed the nectar out of the comb and made it more liquefied, and that's what was running down the wall," he told CNN. The Isabels' kids were fascinated by the bees, and their dog didn't mind licking the sweet stuff from the walls. "I have 3 boys and they were wondering if we could set a tap up just so we could pour honey on our yogurt and granola in the morning," Andrea said. "I wish we could. I wish we could share it, but they need a better home where they're safe and happy and not living with us," she continued. Andrea was aware that bees were dying out and that our buzzing visitors had to be safely transported. But there was one obstacle standing in their way. "We know bees are endangered. We want to be able to save the colony and rehome them appropriately and carefully. But the damage done to the house to extract it was concerning," Andrea said. After the assessment of the not-so-sweet situation, Alan estimated the repairs will cost a whopping $3,000. And unfortunately, Andrea doesn't believe homeowners' insurance will cover it. Yikes. "Right now, I feel mostly safe because the bees haven't gained access inside, so they're just doing their thing and they're high up on the roof," Andrea explained. These bees chose a wildly inconvenient place to worship their queen. "No one has been stung, so I guess that's why I feel confident and calm," Andrea continued. All the Isabel family could do for the time being was reluctantly shell out $3,000 and observe Mother Nature's pesky little miracles. It turns out that bees often deem people's homes to be the best place to start a colony, completely refusing to pay rent. Certain homeowners have found there to be certain risks from welcoming bees into your home, however.